Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another video, and for today's video I am going to be showing you guys my updated debt numbers for the month of March. I typically like to make these videos and film them at the very end of the month just because by then I know around how much my extra debt payment is going to be, and I like to document it in my budget planner. I've been doing this for over a year now, and if you guys have been watching my debt snowball videos or just my debt payoff plan videos as a whole, then you guys kind of know my journey and how I started with around 7 credit cards. Fast forward to now, I have paid off all of those credit cards and I am now on my way to paying off my student loans. So let me go ahead and bring you guys to my March. If you guys are wondering which planner I'm using, I use the Deluxe Monthly Planner by Erin Condren, and I like to make my debt snowball and debt payoff plan spread on the very last page of the month because this is already April. So that's where I'm going to be doing it. Now I have been using, for the most part, I've actually been using both of the washes that I offer in my shop for March. So I think, yeah, I'm just going to be using the roses one again for this spread. So this is my washi sheet that I'll be using, and this is the debt snowball tracker. These are stickers, which if you guys are new to my channel and you guys are like, sis, why are you using stickers? These stickers are actually from my Etsy shop, Romina. So if you guys are interested in any of these stickers that you see in this video or any of my other budgeting videos, then go ahead and check out the link that I'll be leaving in the description box. So I think I'm well zoomed in, and I'm just gonna go ahead and white this out. You don't have to do this, you don't even have to use stickers for your debt payoff plans, but it's just something that I like. I just really like to decorate my planner. So let me start with the washi right there. I'll do the debt snowball script. Now I started, I believe, making these videos not knowing which method of paying off debt I was going to use. So for the longest I just used a regular debt tracker, which is essentially the same. The only thing that changes between those trackers, between this one, the debt tracker, and the debt avalanche tracker, is the actual script. But if you guys don't know, the debt snowball method is basically you paying off any debt, whether it be like credit card, car, or student loans, starting off with the one with the least balance and then going forward from that. So let's say in the beginning I had a credit card, I believe that was a Victoria's Secret credit card, and I paid $25 minimum payment. Once I ended up paying off that Victoria's Secret card, I just rolled over the payment that I would pay for that Victoria's Secret card onto the next card that I was paying for, and so on and so forth. So that's kind of what I've been doing the past couple of months. And now I'm not gonna lie to you guys, during the middle of the month I was really debating whether I was going to make an extra debt payment towards my debt just because of everything that's going on right now. And I've heard a lot of situations from different people here on YouTube and on Instagram talking about how some people might just hold off and not make that extra debt payment because of the uncertainty of things, and others are just like, no, I'm going to just make that payment because I have the money. Now, if you guys don't know this, most of my income comes from my Etsy sticker shop. All of my income in reality is variable, whether it be from my Etsy shop or YouTube or Patreon. All those sources of income can vary from month to month. And so I didn't want to go. I think last month I said I was going to put around like $1,000 towards my debt. And I'm like, really, I'm kind of sad to tell you guys that I didn't end up putting all that amount of money because I just didn't think it was realistic to the time and the position that I'm in. Yeah, I went ahead and put $1,000. So yeah, I didn't end up making the $1,000 extra debt payment, but I want to let you guys know that I did end up putting some of that money, and most of that was from my debt snowball that I've been doing since the beginning of my debt-free journey. I thought that I would just mention that because I feel like a lot of people have asked me if I was going to end up just staying on track with my debt payoff plan, but I think in situations like this it really just varies, and you have to do what's going to work for you and what you think it's going to benefit you in the long run. So for me, I am not going to put those $1,000 towards debt this month, but I am just dealing with student loans now. So if you guys don't know, all of my student loans as of right now, the time that I checked my student loans app, all of those are under a 0 interest as of now. I'm thinking that's going to be for a couple of months, but for the month of March I still got charged interest, so it's not going to go into effect up until April, which is next month. Okay, so like I mentioned, I only have The only types of debts that I have right now are my student loans. Well, I wouldn't say my only types of debts because you guys know that I took over my sister's car payments. So I do have that, but to be honest, I really just want to focus on paying off my student loans before I even think about paying off my car, because there's always a possibility, you know, that I change cars or that, I don't know, I sell the car. I don't know. I just really want to just focus on my student loans. So for my student loans, I like to put student loans here and then break them up between student loans A through F, just because I do have 6 of them. And when making the additional debt payments, I realized that I could, in the app, select which loan I wanted to make the extra debt payment go towards, which I didn't know if that was going to be possible, but after checking my app at the end of this month, I saw that option, so that's good. Okay, so we have loan A here. I'm just going to write down all of my loans. Loan B, loan C, loan D, loan E, and then my last one is loan F. Okay, so I think now I'm just going to put this here, and then I'll start writing down like my balances, APR, minimum payment, and additional payments for these. Let me make my lines actually. I feel like the whole intro that I wanted to say, I already kind of said it, and I probably should have waited until I was doing this too, to let you guys know. But how has your month been, guys? I feel like I've been very anxious ever since the middle of the month, of course, but then, I don't know, things are just crazy right now, and I'm trying to, you know, still feel motivated in paying debt. And for the most part, I am. Like, I'm not unmotivated whatsoever, but it's just about now just thinking about how much I can realistically and should realistically put towards my debt rather than what I want to put, you know? I'm going to put a little arrow here for this because the balance is for all of these. Then for the APR, I'm going to put a dash because all of my loans have different APRs. The minimum payment that I pay as a whole, though, is $130.77, and that is a fixed payment that I pay every single month. And then I'm going to put a dash here for additional because I did make the additional debt payment towards loan A, so you guys will see that right now. Okay, so the balance of loan A as of now, the end of March, is $807.76. The APR for this one is 4.04%, like I mentioned. And then I'm gonna make a dash here because that minimum payment is for, I'm gonna make an arrow, sorry. That minimum payment is for all of these. And then the additional payment that I paid towards my loan A was $300, which $300 is not a lot of money. I am well aware of this, but I think me putting $300 right now is better than what I was thinking in the beginning, which was just hold off all of my extra debt payments for the month and moving forward. But after giving it some thought, and the reason I really wanted to put those $300 towards my debt is because I was looking into all of the minimum payments that I was paying for my credit cards in the beginning of last year, and it was around $270 something. So I still want to go on with the debt snowball method, and that means that I have to, you know, keep rolling that debt snowball. So even if, let's say, I'm not making a bigger extra debt payment like I would want to, I still want to put the base payment for me, which is around $300. So that's the reason I'm putting that money. As of now, I feel happy that I'm putting this money instead of, you know, feeling upset that I'm not putting as much money, but that rather I'm still following the debt snowball method, which is essentially what has gotten me out of credit card debt. That's loan A. And $800 is not too much, so I can definitely pay this off, I'm pretty sure, in the next month or two. So that makes me happy to see this number go down at the end of the day. Okay, for loan B, these are my bigger ones. This one is $2,370.47. This is a 4.41 APR. And then no additional payment. All of these don't have additional payments because the debt snowball, once again, just wants you to focus on one single debt at a time. Loan B is, the balance for loan B is $2,489 with 73 cents, and this is a 4.8 APR. Next loan is $3,408 with 56, and that is a 4.04 APR. Loan E. Okay, I'm not sure when that cut off, but like I was saying, loan E is very, very similar to loan D, but the APR is 4.41. And then loan F, this is my last one, is $5,274 with 47, and this one is a 4.2 APR. So I can start making a dash here because I don't add up APRs, of course. I'm sorry if you guys can hear my dogs. Okay, so the minimum is going to be the same, $130.77, and so is my additional payment. So $300, and then let me go ahead and add up my balance. Okay, so let's go ahead and add these numbers up. 47, 24, 89, 73, 3408, 56, 3408, 59, and then the last one is 5274. 47. So my total debt amount as of the end of March is $17,759 with 58 cents. So it did go down $300. So I'm glad to see this number go down rather than it staying, you know, the same. So that's gonna be it for my debt snowball spread. And now let me quickly just make my debt payoff plan. Maybe I'll do this washi to break it up. Okay, I have so many washes in my hand. Okay, so I'm going to just be making a debt payoff plan for the next, or for including this month, for the next 2 months, just because I like to, in the beginning of the year, look into the first 6 months, because I just think that's the most realistic way to go about it. And then once May comes around, I like to make a debt payoff plan for the second half of the year. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Now I have my little debt payoff plan script sticker here. That works. Okay. Now, for the little flies, I like to use the 2020 mini calendar sticker pack from Erin Condren. And let's take March, April, and May. So I have my little mock debt payoff plan right next to me that I can look at. And let's go ahead and start with March. So in March, I was only able to put $300 towards debt, which I already kind of talked about this. It's totally fine. I'm glad that I was able to put something. So never feel discouraged if, let's say, you can put the amount that you want to put, as long as you're putting something, I think. That's the most important thing. Okay, so $300 went towards loan A. Next for April. Let's see. For April, as of now, I definitely want to set a goal to pay off this loan. So I am going to put that in April. I will be putting around $810 towards paying off loan A. So of course this is only a goal, and it just honestly depends on what happens in the next month. So do stay tuned until next month's debt snowball video so you can see if I end up paying this, but this is just a goal that I have for myself. And then last but not least, for May. Okay, and then for May, as of now, I am setting a goal for myself of $600. So an extra debt payment of $600, and that is going to go towards loan B. Okay. So that is kind of how my debt snowball and debt payoff plan spread is going to look. And with that being said, that is all that I have for this video. Thank you so much for being right here with me and kind of seeing the rundown of what my debt numbers look like. Like I mentioned, please don't feel discouraged if, let's say, you can't make a big debt payment this month, because that's honestly how I felt towards the middle of the month especially. But now, looking at how everything's going, I've definitely had to motivate myself and just look at the bigger picture and look at how much debt I've paid in the past and how much debt I could potentially pay, and just keep setting this debt payoff plan for myself as to the goals that I want to achieve towards paying debt. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already, and hopefully I will get to see you guys on my next video. Bye guys!